it has gotten to that point where they can physically attest to it that black women, we are jealous of you. We are jealous of you. Like, I'm not really surprised. Do you know why I'm not surprised? Because you too, check out yourself as a black woman. Check out yourself as a black man. Check out what God has actually designed you. Is it the front or the back? Is it the character or anything? Let me know why they will not be jealous. First of all, have you guys listened to the new Taylor Smith song where she actually expressed her aggression for black women? Anyways, let's dive into this video. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. If this is the first time seeing it, subscribe, like, comment, and share. Credit belongs to original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I'm excited that we're going to be exploring this together. With that being said, let's dive right into the video.
Taylor Swift has revealed herself to be resentful of black women, or at least deeply insecure when it comes to comparing herself to black women. In the song Opalite, Taylor is referencing Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend, Kayla Nicole. The lyrics of Opalite include, "You were dancing through the lightning strikes, sleepless in the onyx night, but now the sky is opalite." So Taylor is not only using the lyrics in the song to talk about how she is so much better for Travis than his ex-girlfriend is, which is inconsiderate on its face. What did that lady ever do to you? But she is choosing to do that using the imagery of onyx, which is typically black, and opalite, which is typically white. Or in Eldest Daughter, Taylor says, "I'm not a bad bitch, and this isn't savage, but I'm never gonna let you down." The language of bad bitch and savage are primarily associated with black women, at least in this context, especially black women in hip-hop. Both make me think of Megan Thee Stallion immediately. And there were rumors that Travis was trying to holler at Megan back in 2023, shortly before Travis and Taylor started dating. So I read this lyric as, "Sorry, I'm not a hot, cool black woman like he usually dates." Or in Wishlist, she says they want a fat ass and a baby face. Big booties are not unique to black women, but if we're all being honest here about the associations of black women's bodies over the last 400 years, big booties are and have been associated with black women. Now, could I understand why Taylor might be insecure about this? Yeah. Knowing that thousands, if not millions of people are looking at your man's exes and then looking at you like, huh? Would make me insecure too. But to be even relatively conscious of the trope of white men dating black women until it's time to settle down and have white babies, or the trope of men dating black women until they get richer or more famous, or to know the way that Kayla Nicole has been dragged to hell and back because her high-profile ex, a white man, started a very public relationship with one of the biggest pop stars in the world, a white woman, and how many people hurled racist jokes at her and black women generally for it, to know all that and still dunk on her one more time to your millions of loyal fans. For this to come up on at least 3 different songs in one album, for her to play into harmful tropes that she has to be aware of, and for so many of Taylor's fans to not notice or just not care, this album is simply not for me. There is enough thinly veiled racial resentment in the world toward black women. I don't need it in my pop bops.
Being a black woman in America, in this world, is so interesting because we just go through life like shining, being ourselves, being the best at everything we do, you know what I mean, and having this light. And then in the darkness, in like the shadows, there's white women, like just jealous. Like it's really weird. And so because of that jealousy, you get things like Taylor Swift's new album, right? Trying to throw jabs at Kayla. Travis wanted her. You know what I mean? And now she's just trying to like live her life. And you're like trying to be like this pure white girl who's not a bad bitch. And just like a pure girl who you can marry, who you could take home to daddy. Beyonce's all the way up there. In every way. And the delusion in white people's mind is trying to force Taylor Swift up there. The fact that we even have to have a conversation to say that Taylor Swift is better than Beyonce is the delusion of white people. It's delusional. It's crazy. Like, look at Beyonce. Go up there and look. Like, climb up the stairs and look at Beyonce. This is Taylor Swift. And you're going to open up your mouth and say Taylor Swift is better than Beyonce? She didn't even deserve second spot. But it's the delusion of white people. It's just so it's just so mediocre.
We got black women mad at Taylor Swift because she used the word bad bitch and savage. I'm going to say something to most of y'all. You bitches is not bad. About 90% of y'all who done made these videos about the song, I swear, y'all are negative fucking nines. And the one bitch who made the I'm not a black bitch, I don't got fat ass, all that goofy shit. Bitch, you ugly too and fucking fat. Stop it. It's not funny. Y'all, this is what it is. Let me tell you what it really is with this whole Taylor Swift and Kayla Nicole shit is. Y'all are mad and jealous because she represents, what y'all are not, the beauty standard. That's what it is.
This Taylor Swift commentary actually has me gagged because how can everyone be so stupid? They're like, it's so vapid. Her lyrics have no substance. Her lyrics are so bad. It's literally satire. How are you missing that? Like, you're gonna tell me an artist who is so smart, who is so meticulous about everything, who wrote Folklore and Evermore, just puts a word like legitly in her lyrics. That's on purpose. Showgirl's life on the outside is like very glamorous, shiny, and enticing, right? But underneath all of that, it's very hollow, very surface level, very transactional. The production, great. Like, what are you talking about? It's hypnotic, it's lush, it's sparkly. And her lyrics feel hollow because it is. I think it's so funny that everyone's like, it's so boring, Barbie. Like, we want something more real from Taylor Swift. We consume these like surface level tropes in our culture every day. And our culture worships surface level, and this album is embodying that. I don't know if it's our education system or if it's our culture, or maybe it's social media, but I feel like we have stopped seeing symbolism and we take things very, very literally. And I think that's really interesting to see how this is playing out in the commentary of this album. The critique of her album is literally the content of it. Saying it's boring and vapid is literally engaging with the thesis of the album. And everyone's reduced her to songs just about boys, so like demanding she's more profound now is actually just like so ironic. I'm not even coming at this as a Swiftie. I'm coming from this from the lens that she has been hated her entire career and still continues to be damned if she does and damned if she doesn't. And it really shows how deeply we struggle, the woman owning her fame, owning her money, and unapologetically owning her persona. The fact that she's so wildly successful and everyone still hates her says so much more about us and our culture than it says about her. This album, she's literally saying, fine, here's the version of me that you all think I am. And we're still not getting it.
Like a lot, not all, but like a lot of white women, Taylor Swift is obsessed with black women. And when I say that, I don't mean as like, oh, like a stalker. Her behavior and how she's conducted herself as a white artist over the years shows that. Every single one of Taylor's exes has dated or left her for a black woman. That's the truth. And we can take this way back when Kanye called her out and basically said Beyonce is better than Taylor because she is. But Kanye was saying that the industry was kind of racist because all the whatchamacallits, that Album of the Year awards and stuff like that Taylor was getting, Beyonce should have been getting. He couldn't stand the fact that it was true. This is not just a Taylor Swift and Kayla situation. This is a universal situation because I can say that as a black woman, and I know so many other black women have experienced this before. They date a white man, or they're asked out by a white man, or a white man is interested in them. And that man's ex or other white women around that see them together are jealous, very microaggressive with the comments and the slick stuff they say. Will be stalking your account, all up in your profile views, and then all of a sudden user 3456788WXYZ is in your profile views every other week. I also said this in one of my other videos a few months ago that blew up about how a lot of white women are jealous of black women. How America tries so hard to push this narrative that blonde hair, blue eyes, and being white is the standard. Whole time that standard is jealous of us. The last time I spoke about Taylor Swift, Swifties got in my comments and basically said, well, Taylor's a girl's girl. No, she's a girl's girl when it comes to white women. When Kayla was being attacked and racially attacked online, and hate comments and hate posts were being spread about her from Swifties. These are people who have Swiftie in their bio and they are Taylor Swift fans from Swiftie. As soon as Taylor Swift started dating Travis, not one time did Taylor step up and say, hey, you know what I mean? I understand that's his ex. You don't need that. That's not acceptable. My fans don't do that. My fans shouldn't be doing that. My fans shouldn't act like that. You leave her alone. That's what girls do. So like a lot, not all, white women, she's just another white woman who's jealous of black women, intimidated by black women, and she's trying to do everything she can to validate herself. But she just can't wrap her head around the fact that we're always winning, despite the oppression.
Taylor Swift released Life of a Showgirl, and it has the Swifties divided. I never thought that I would see the day that this lady's fan base would be divided on a body of work and actually hold this woman accountable. My God, on today, let's talk about it. But if you're new here, I'm Sage. I love pop culture. I do a lot of deep dives. Let's get into my thoughts on Life of a Showgirl and the reputation of Taylor Swift. Trigger warning, if you are a Swiftie, you might want to scroll now. If you are a diehard Swiftie and will ride with this lady till the wheels fall off and you haven't woken up yet, I will trigger you. Go on ahead and scroll, but without further ado, let us begin. I stand firm that Taylor Swift's music has always been mediocre at best. Now, I have listened to some of her albums, I have, and it's not anything that is groundbreaking. It doesn't move the needle forward as far as music and the pop landscape in general. Even when she was doing country, she wasn't doing anything spectacular. But the one thing that Taylor Swift has done well is marketing. She has positioned herself very well and in turn has earned trust with her fan base off of her beliefs, right? In 2009, when Kanye West infamously interrupted Taylor Swift during her acceptance speech, that was the moment that America saw Taylor Swift as this poor little white girl, the girl next door, and she has built her platform off of that narrative ever since. So Kanye West is problematic. We're not talking about him, but he was right in saying, I made that bitch famous, because that moment projected her career and how she was perceived in the public eye. Taylor Swift has built her platform off of women empowerment, being a girl boss, the importance of female friendships and sisterhood, but still sharing her messy dating history. And even if you look back to her earlier works, Taylor Swift has always been a pick-me. She has always been male-centered, even though her beliefs and how she wants to position herself to her fans, she wants to lean into the white feminist narrative. But in all actuality, she has just wanted to get chosen. So with this Life of a Showgirl rollout, for her to announce the album on her now fiance's podcast, and then 2 weeks later actually officially announce the engagement, she is aligning herself out of the feminist, as y'all would like to say, the girl boss status, and now she is leaning into a more conservative rollout, right? Now again, this may trigger the Swifties, but keep walking with me. I don't think that y'all were as excited about your fave getting engaged as y'all would like to think that y'all were. Because now with her getting a ring, that is taking a piece of her relatability away. She is now going to lean into that conservative housewife. She's going to lean into a conservative lifestyle now, which totally negates what she built her platform on. She built her platform on girlhood, and now she is leaning into the trad conservative agenda. Please watch my mutual Little Debbie's video because she did such a good job breaking it down. She ate with her video. Y'all got to watch it. I'll tag her. And then for her to preach sisterhood and being a girl boss, for her to throw shots at Charlie XCX and Olivia Rodrigo, the pop girls that are coming up behind her, doesn't that negate everything that she stands for? Yeah, I'm waiting. I think the veil is finally coming off for some of y'all. Now, I'm also not naive. I know that true Swifties will gaslight themselves and listen to this album 15 times, and by next week, y'all be calling it a masterpiece. But to the Swifties that have woken up, that are seeing what this girl is putting down, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Please, Swifties who have fucking sense, because I'm not going to go back and forth with nobody. I'm also going to make a video on my thoughts, especially being a millennial. This is my pop queen. As a millennial, looking at the current pop landscape and where we are at in pop music, because it is very, very interesting. But yeah, that's it for this video, and I'll see y'all in my next one.
Travis Kelce's type being black women is so unimportant. And you want to know why? Because he still chose to marry a white woman. That is what they do. Me and my friend had this dude that we worked with in undergrad. Fine white boy. I'm talking about fine, okay? And you could just tell he was fit, everything. You could just tell he loved black women. Like, that was his type. Would never date one. Matter of fact, his dating history looked like a lotion bottle, okay? Looked just like this lotion bottle. And he's engaged to be married right now. Guess who he's engaged to be married to? That lotion bottle. Yeah. Them men don't be wanting us, y'all. They be wanting to see that they can have us. Which is why when y'all be in their comments, these white boys with these fades and they know how to circle a hip a little bit, and they know a couple Lil Wayne songs, and y'all be in their comments thirsting, it be so embarrassing. It be so embarrassing because no, they don't care about us at all. You will fetishize a black woman so tough and will never bring one home. Don't nobody love black women but black women. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, and that's the truth. It's the truth. So no, it doesn't matter that Travis Kelce's type is a black woman. He still chose to marry the billionaire with a horrible ecological footprint. Terrible footprint. What, if not the worst out of all of American celebrities? He chose the white billionaire who's stuck at 16 years old because her brand depends on her relating to 12-year-olds. He chose the white billionaire with one of the worst albums of the last 5 years. That's who he chose. Huh? So it does not matter, y'all. I wish people would just leave black women out of it. And she's so mad. Girl, why you mad? You thought this whole time you've been looking at men as they were prizes. You finally got the man, and now you mad, and you sneak this, and you doing all this in your songs. Trash songs, mind you. Terrible songs. Why you mad, boo? You got what you wanted.
Hey, so if a black woman or a person of color is telling you that something is racist, something is microaggressive, something is not sitting with them the right way, that is not the time for you as a white person to open your mouth and say, actually, no. Yes, I'm talking about Taylor Swift. I'm talking about the critiques surrounding Taylor Swift. I know we're tired. I know it's been talked about ad nauseum, but I do think this is really important and it's something that we should continue to talk about. So one side of the criticisms about this album are related to stylistic choice, vocals, musical composition, right? People can have their opinions on that. What I want to talk about is the critiques of the lyrics, and specifically the way people are critiquing the racist and microaggressive undertones that are within the lyrics. And a large majority of the people calling that out and noticing that are black women and people of color. And I am seeing white women like myself commenting back on a lot of those critiques saying, but she didn't mean it in this way. And you're reaching and you're looking too far into it, and it's not racist. Like, how could she be racist when in her music video she surrounded herself with people of color and she endorsed Kamala Harris for all of these people are making excuses like this for a person that they don't even know. It's so wild to me. When a black person or a person of color says that something is racist, that is not when we go, hey, actually, no. We have to sit with that and reflect and go, why didn't I think of it that way? How can I do better in the future? How can I call this out? How can I, et cetera, et cetera. There is work that has to be done if your first instinct when a black person or a person of color says something is racist, if your first instinct is to say actually or but, there is work that needs to be done. It's so disheartening to me to see people defend this album and defend a billionaire with their whole fucking life when there are so many other people that energy could go towards, particularly people of color. Like, people of color are being unalived. They are being abducted in the streets. They are abroad and domestically are experiencing violence on insane levels. And so many people have not had the energy or the intensity in speaking about those things. But when it comes to Taylor Swift, they are fighting for their lives in the comment section. We should be fighting for our lives in the comment section when it comes to trans people, violence against black people, immigrant rights, Palestine. These are things we should be fighting for our lives for in the comment section. These are things we should be going out and protesting, rather than like going and defending a white billionaire who you've never met. Anyway, this is the last show I'm going to say on Taylor Swift because she doesn't deserve my time, energy, the space on my phone anymore, because it just makes me so fucking grossed out the way people are invalidating black women when they say something is racist. It's so like, white women, we need to have a chat like us and stop relying on black women to do all of this work and hold all of this burden for us to then go back and invalidate them. We have work to do.
One of the ways in which we grow as people is when people call out, when we unintentionally say something that's not right or do something that's not right or something that's harmful. And we get to be able to reflect on our actions, reflect on our words, apologize, educate ourselves, and grow. And I think that's one of the biggest and most beautiful things about being a human, is that you can always grow, you can always learn, you can always become a better person and a better version of yourself. And I think this is something that should be applicable to everyone and to everything. Brands, companies, artists. So yes, I'm going to talk about Taylor Swift. Lots of black women, lots of indigenous people, real showgirls, different marginalized groups have voiced their opinion on how the lyrics in The Life of a Showgirl are harmful, are racist, are dog whistles, and it is our job to listen. It is our job to amplify those voices. It is our job to stand with them. When a black woman or black people or indigenous people or any marginalized group expresses some concerns, even if it's just one person, there have been countless people on my feed, on Threads, on TikTok, on Instagram, those are my social medias, that have shared just how distasteful the lyrics are and how harmful the lyrics are and the way in which it has hurt them. And that's just online, because I've seen it from people in my personal life, the black people that I love in my personal life. And it is our job to stand by them. It is our job to defend them. So when someone is critiquing lyrics and critiquing an artist for putting out lyrics that are harmful, that are racist, whether it's intentional or not, we need to stand by black women. We need to stand by indigenous people. We need to stand by marginalized groups, especially those that are voicing their opinion and how it has made them feel, because lyrics like this aren't okay. And in this political climate, we need to stand by communities that are being harmed. Our job is to educate ourselves, to be better allies, to be better people to others. I would love to challenge this notion that critiquing an artist and their lyrics and their intention and their meaning behind their lyrics is not just hating on a celebrity, it's not just hating on an album, but looking at the bigger picture and the implications of lyrics, especially given this current political climate. Taylor Swift has chosen to associate herself with people who are MAGA, with people who are completely wealthy and do not understand what it's like to live in a world where you're paycheck to paycheck, where you're a person of color, where you're black, where you're being targeted by ICE. They live in a completely different world. You can be a fan of something and critique it. You can be a fan of something, you can love something and still demand them to do better or be better. If you never demand change, if you never ask people to grow, they're never going to grow and they're never going to become a better person. My favorite artists are the artists who evolve, who change, who grow. We need to be able to have conversations around Taylor, about Taylor, without her fans immediately coming to attack Black women, Indigenous people, marginalized community, or anyone who is sharing and voicing how these lyrics are harmful. It doesn't help anybody, and it certainly doesn't help Taylor's case. It just proves the way in which she has perfected her white womanhood to protect herself, to protect her identity, to speak for her. And I don't fault her fans. This isn't their fault. Taylor Swift has set the system up. She has made it so that people view her as this pure white woman, so that people come to her rescue. She is a billionaire. She has people on her team who could have listened to the lyrics, who could have read the lyrics, who heard it. Someone on that team could have said something, but they didn't. In this political climate, and as she has said herself, all her lyrics are always intentional. What I am tired of seeing are the amount of non-Black people telling Black women and other Black people that something isn't racist, that something isn't that deep, that we're taking it out of context, or that everything is a reach. When Swifties, myself in the past included, have looked for hidden meanings, have looked for Easter eggs in the lyrics. Swifties are known to analyze. Taylor wants us to analyze her lyrics. And so when we analyze it and find that there are racial undertones, that there are dog whistles, why is it all of a sudden not that deep anymore? Is it because it makes you uncomfortable? Because you can no longer just have fun? Enjoy your music. Enjoy Taylor's music. But do not dismiss the voices of Black people, of Indigenous people, of marginalized communities, of all the communities that are coming out and saying that her lyrics are hurtful. We're all allowed to enjoy anything we want to enjoy, and everyone has different tastes. But to dismiss marginalized communities' voices because you want to enjoy something is not right. Enjoy it, but also acknowledge it. Two things can coexist. That's where my issue is. Please listen to Black women. Please educate yourself. Black women have led so many movements. So much of our rights, so much of our freedom is owed to them. The least we can do, the bare minimum, is to listen to Black women.
Happy Tuesday, beautiful Black people. I am truly living my best life right now. You know why? The whole Swiftie shit. I've been waiting for this shit for a long time, y'all. She done came, a team that I thought I liked for 8 years. She ruined it because that's all you would see. Her man on the football field looking fat and lost as ever. Like, there really is that Black girl effect, only he had the opposite. But what I really came on here to say is, yo, white woman is showing your ass, aren't you? Aren't you? You know what I've gotten in the last couple of days? Let me give you some of the comments that I got. Like, I'm good. I'm chill. Like, we are the 92%ers, honey. You don't think we've been dealing with this rhetoric as Black women in our whole life? Honey, I live in the Northeast. I grew up in Massachusetts. There ain't that many Black people there, okay? And if they are, we all know that Boston is one of the most racist cities in the country, okay? So this is what I've gotten in my comments, because you know your girl, she's a truth speaker, she's a Virgo, she's gonna fucking say it like it is. I don't give a flying fuck who thinks. I don't care, okay? Because I am fully healed. I got a new man. I'm just so happy. I'm starting this new life. And what a way to bring in my new life than to have the Swifties go down. To see how white bread she is. She's just white bread. When I post about R&B music, that's the real music. Old school R&B. I'm sorry, hands down, even music from the 70s, 80s, not this. All right, so let me get back to the comments. And for my other beautiful Black people, y'all need to, like, you know, we'll add to the comments that we're getting, okay? Excuse me. In relation to one of the videos that, I'll be harsh because I'm just going to say it like it is. I'm a die-hard lover of black people. I love being black. I remember growing up in my Grammy's house. She had those, any black person, you might remember these pictures. It was huge pictures of a black boy with the afro, with the crying, and the little black girl. I'll never forget because they never had black eye. But anyway, let me get back to this. So I have gotten in the last, day or so, you black woman. To which I said to the woman, you black woman what? You're beautiful. You're fucking smart as fuck. You're unique. You're gorgeous. You're resilient. You black people. You black woman. Yes, we are. We're that bitch. So Taylor, I'm sorry. Like, you're never going to look like his exes. He's going to dump your ass. I'm surprised his PR. Where the fuck is your PR, Travis? Because you're going to go down with the ship. Okay? And this is the shit that I can't stand. Listen, I was with a white man for 33 years. So don't even come after me with that shit. Don't even try me, okay? All right. 3 kids, mixed kid, whatever you want to call it, biracial kids. I can speak on this shit, okay? At the end of the day, you know what I'm really mad at you fucking Travis for? You are letting your white privilege billionaire la 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 girlfriend with the bangs, with the all she has, I don't even know, whatever. You're letting her sit there and trash other black women that you wanted. You wanted Meg Thee Stallion, you wanted all that. That was the life that, because I remember watching you back in the day on that, what is it, Travis Shot at Love or whatever on MTV. Those are all some brown girls, honey, Taylor. That's not you. It's not you, okay? It's not you. It's never gonna be you. And I am just so happy, black woman, because, like, come on, they jump on our page to find out how to clean themselves. Didn't you ever use a face cloth in your life? Ever. So don't be coming on my page and saying you black woman, unless you want to follow up with a compliment like, girl, you look so fine. Look at that hair, cute and all that stuff. That's when you can do that, because our black is so beautiful. And guess what? We coming together, and that's what y'all been worried about. Y'all been worried about that. But when I was in grad school, they always said in 2030, it is the browning of America. The browning, do you understand what that means? That more of America is going to be mixed with this beautiful brownness that we possess. And y'all is going to be the minority. So Taylor, I'm going to need you to save whatever money you got now, honey, because you fucking canceled. And Travis, you are too. It's a fucking shame that you have not said a goddamn thing. Because you too, you're going to stick with this. You're gonna reap what you sow. And we've always said black women are the backbone to this country. Y'all see, that's why we were quiet. So I'm just here to celebrate, really, y'all. What do y'all think? I mean, are you with me? Do you have any more like, oh, all you black women, all you do is complain, blah, 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 blah. Like, I got them all. And frankly, I'm not even going to respond to you because I don't give a shit. I really don't. I just find it kind of comical, actually. Kind of comical. And I'm hoping that America wakes up and really sees that this country is inherently racist as it will always be. Maybe y'all need to read the book Black History as Fuck. I mean, it's an intense book. I only got like halfway through because it is really intense, of the real fucking history, okay? Of us melanated people and how beautiful we are and how we're the foundation of music in this country, everything. What would y'all do without us? What would y'all do without us? Just imagine that. Imagine if we didn't shop in your stores, no more streaming on Hulu, Disney. I mean, Netflix, who knows? I mean, Target suffered. I mean, do you understand the black power that we secretly have that y'all didn't know that we have? But you all awakened it in all of us now. So now we're going to be the new chosen ones, the new people. Because you know what? We have fucking hearts. We don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what color you are. You are a good person and you're going to treat me nice. Great. If you don't, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I don't need you in my life. So y'all gonna have to get with the white woman of the tailored whatever. I just think it's weird. I always thought, and I had a friend of mine that just obsessed with it, obsessed with her. I just always thought every song sounded the same, and she'd be like, no, look at these words, listen to these, and I'm like, I don't know what, I just don't really get anything out of it because it really is like young pop. I mean, I remember taking my daughter to a concert like when she was like 12 years old, and she still sounds the same fucking way. I don't know. I'm just on this ramp, but I'm at a all-time high, and I love it. So if you want to keep on posting, you damn black woman, yeah, I damn what? Damn what? That we're so beautiful? That you're afraid of us? You're afraid of us taking over in the workspace because we're so smart, we're resilient, we're just all the things. We're beautiful, we're cultured. And I think one last thing I'm going to say, that I definitely know that this is true. Again, I have lived around white people my entire life. I've always been the only black or Cape Verdean person in the room, blah, 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 blah. Professionally, you can name it. There's actually a picture of me when I worked at Boston Scientific because I was the only black freaking DBS, medical device sales in the whole country in that division of Boston Scientific. So then they highlighted me. Sure, you want to put me out there, put my picture, get me out there? Fine, I will be that. I will be that. So I think what it is, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't use, this generation, you guys got all these big terms, and you guys I really appreciate y'all because you guys are bringing these issues to the forefront, okay? What are you worried about, white women? What are you worried about? Like, we can teach you. We can teach you how to do your kids' hair. We can do all that stuff. So why are you so afraid of us? I guess that's the question. Why are white people afraid when black people unite? Why? I guess that's the question we all need to ask. Why? Anyway, this is so fun, y'all. Love you.
Anyways, guys, welcome back. Welcome. And I hope you guys have actually seen all of that clip that I actually released for you guys. They are jealous to the point that they have to even make a way and craft it and make it look like they are singing a song using savage, using words that's actually relating to the black society, to black women especially. This is a pure jealousy as far as I'm concerned. There is no need to come here and start sugarcoating it and be like, it is not just music. She has a lot of lyrics that she is actually supposed to like run. Right from time, honestly, let's just be sincere. She's not like she's a good musician as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know about you. I know that a lot of her fans will be like, how dare you say that? Why will you say she's not a good? As far as I'm concerned, she is not a good musician. Yeah. And what she should be looking out for is how she can actually work on her character that will make her men to actually be staying with her, not working on still repeated jealousy. And by the time you talk now, they will tell you there is a reverse racism. They will tell you that yes, black people too are highly profiled racist. And at the end of the day, they want to play the victim card. What does that song actually tells you? Can you just go ahead and listen to the lyrics of that song beat to beat? You will notice that every single thing she used in that song, it is definitely an opposite of a black woman. And yes, she is coming here to admit it here that she is jealous of a black woman, a black melanated popping skin woman. It's funny, it's sweet as far as I'm concerned, because at the end of the day, we are already seeing it that on the streets of music, career, and everything, there is nothing we can literally not see about what is going on daily basis. It's not only Taylor Swift that have been able to even come out here to say it out loud that, oh, we are jealous of black women are this, black women are better than us. A lot of white women, a lot of white folks have actually been able to say it as well, openly, without even hiding it, right? So it would have even be better for Taylor Smith to just come out and be like, I am jealous of you people, as far as I'm concerned. I am jealous. Why would my boyfriend be leaving me and be going for black women? What can I do to improve my character? Black women, help me. I need help. We would have helped her. We would have joined hands together and help her stand on how she can actually build a successful relationship. But anyways, you guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Credit belongs to original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And this is just for educational purpose, but I will honestly love to get your opinion in the comment section, right? I need that opinion like badly, right? Because I want to hear from the men's side, from the women's side. Why do you think she's actually jealous? Why? Why do you think most of her album, I'm not going to say most of her album is always been centered towards a particular thing? I don't know. Is that how music realm is supposed to be? Let me know in the comment section. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Credit belongs to original creators of every single clip and stitches in today's episode. And guys, with no further ado, I'm going to be seeing and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye for now. I love you guys. Mwah.